Percival Lowell and his valuable legacy. Have you ever wondered, is there life on other planets? Looked up at the stars, saw something out there that maybe you thought, hey, is that real? Is that living? Well, today I'm here to answer your question. Is there life on other planets? I wonder. Now, first off, the objective is to show the contributions that Percival Lowell made to science and why that's just so important to us today. Who was Percival Lowell? Well, he was born 1855 in Boston, Massachusetts. He attended Harvard University and graduated in 1876 with a Bachelor's of Arts in Mathematics. Now, a fun little fact is that his brother was actually the president of Harvard. And after college, Lowell went on to work on his family textile business, and textile is basically a business that makes carpets, shirts, any sort of fabric items. Now, in 1882, a lecture about Japan inspired him to travel to the Far East and become a foreign secretary to the Korean Special Mission. It was also the first Korean diplomatic mission ever. And he wrote a bunch of books on the Far East. And in 1908, he married Constance, the love of his life. But the real love of his life was being an amateur astronomer. Now, he had a lot of health problems. Among the few were nervous breakdowns. But in 1916, the age of 61, he died of a cerebral hemorrhage. So sad. Now I'm going to be talking about a few of his theories, some of his incorrect ones and some of his correct ones. To start us off, we have the Mars theory. He read that an Italian scientist had saw channels on Mars, and Lowell thought to himself, why can't I look at this? Why can't I research it myself? And so he went on to research it himself. And he found water on Mars, or what seemed like water, and canals. Other scientists had confirmed what he saw. But of course, modern theories and studies of Mars disprove the theory. Obviously, we know there's no people on Mars, no life forms, nothing like that. Second is his Venus theory. Now, he mapped features of Venus, but they were actually an optical illusion caused by the reflection of his telescope, actually on his eye, the blood vessels. And now if you look to your right, you'll see the mapping of Venus. It does look a little odd, doesn't it? Alright, next up is correct theories. Now, one of the theories he had was that there was a new planet. And he saw that the orbit variations of Neptune were off, as well as Uranus. And so that meant there must be a new planet. And so in 1930, Pluto was found. And now in 2006, Pluto was actually reclassified as a dwarf planet, seeing as it was too small to have changed the orbit of Uranus and Neptune. Actually, the accurate measurements nowadays of the icy gas giants, they really proved that their orbits never really shifted. So Lowell really stumbled upon it just on accident, basically. Now let's talk about his lasting contributions to science. So in 1894, he actually built the observatory in Flagstaff, Arizona. Now in 1896, he hired a well-known telescope maker by the name of Alvin Clark & Sons to build the 24-inch Clark refractor to study Mars and some of his other theories. And then in 1912, using the Lowell telescope, a gentleman by the last name of Slipher discovered new galaxies and the topic of the expanding universe as we know it today. In summary, although none of Lowell's theories really turned out right, his enthusiasm provided an amazing boost to the public's imagination when it came to Mars, and his search for Planet X led to the discovery of Pluto. And he did eventually end up constructing the Lowell Observatory, which led to a number of significant scientific findings.
So, were Percival Lowell's theory a waste of time? Or did he really contribute to science by having some of these ideas that didn't work? As we know, science is advanced even through mistakes, because scientists who come up later can have an opportunity to build upon the positive works and also build upon the mistakes of those who came before them.
Now, I'd like to thank you for listening to this presentation. I learned something. Hope you did too. Bye.